first step. The first step is the hardest. This is a quote that is often attributed to Mary Ann Davici, and it's about taking the leap. Taking the leap that most of us never will. Most of us will never take that big leap because we fear too much. We'd rather put out sort of feelers out there before we commit ourselves. And why is this? Why are we needing to put out feelers without diving in and taking the big leap of faith? I would say that there's two main reasons. We don't believe in ourselves. That means that it is a case of self-worth and confidence. And we don't trust life. We believe that if we go out of our comfort zone, that life will gobble us up. So we take little baby steps. And don't get me wrong, there are some wordy and important parts to play when we take these baby steps. But baby steps are like taking things into consideration. And we know with any decision that we are about to make, there are unlimited things that we should take into consideration. But we know that we cannot take everything in consideration as it is unlimited. And we all do this because it's a sort of intellectual exercise that we go through where we say, okay, we have considered things deeply enough, and there's enough things that we have come in, we have considered, and now we're going to take that leap of faith. But in reality, the leap of faith is the same. It is our minds that need the reassurance, the fears that need to be calmed, so we can take that big leap of faith. And I'll tell you what happens when you start taking that big leap of faith, that things start aligning like you would not believe. When I started making this house into a place where it was a sort of homestead, I always heard in my mind that I was doing this for somebody else. Even though that it did bring us some service, everything that I did here did benefit us. But I always felt that it was for somebody else. And now that the house is sold, basically, we just have to make it to the closing, which is in April the 22nd. And I'm finding that the buyer, well, this house here is his dream house. So now I understand why I was building the stuff, why I was buying the stuff I was. It was because it was making this house his dream place. And by doing this, he is going to finance my dream, which is about going down south. And I just want to put out this amazing experience I had. When I asked him if this was his dream house, he said absolutely. Then that same day I had to go pay a bill that had to do with the water treatment. And when I got there at the company that did this, we used to have an old Ford Focus, a teal Ford Focus. And it had some places where we had done some rust fixes. And behold, when I got to that place where they did the well, they had a Ford Focus exact same as what we had, with the same bodywork that had been done. I go in and there was an elderly man and an elderly woman. Both of them just finished selling their houses. Both of them had wood furnaces, just like here. And both of them were living in the house of their daughter, in the in-law suite. And in this house here, we had a semi-finished in-law suite. It is not considered an in-law suite, but it's a semi-finished apartment that can be turned into an in-law suite. And I'm finding that the buyer, he has all the contacts to repair his house to where it needs to be, while we had lost all our contacts from, well, most of them passed away. So we were not in a situation where we could have easily fixed this. Well, he can. So you see how everyone benefits. And all I had to do was follow my dream, and then all of this sequence of events happened. Do you see how magical this is? I sure hope you do.